Good morning. A look at how the markets performed on Wednesday and how Asian markets are doing early on Thursday morning. Now, the U.S. Federal Reserve has updated its beige book, which gives anecdotal reports about the economy, and has said that the U.S. economy has downshifted in the month of August, so has become sluggish. Growth has been slow. So investors continued, therefore, to show caution in the markets, and US indices across the board have fallen, as has been the case with global indices. So the Dow was down around 0.1%, with the index now closing in the red in 5 out of the last 6 trading sessions. The S&P 2 was down around 0.1% as it clocked its third consecutive decline. The Nasdaq has been on a streak, so it had been up for 4 consecutive days, closing at record highs on each of those days. However, it has now cooled off and was down over 0.5% in trade on Wednesday. Moving over to Europe. So European indices too closed in the red as investors battled nerves with regard to the ECB meeting, which is to be held later on this week. Some amount of caution even in the European markets. The stock 600 index was down over 1% in trade yesterday and has been down for a second consecutive day in a row now. The German DAX was down 1.5% again for a second day in a row, and has closed after closing 1% up on Monday. So the index is now down in 5 out of the last 8 trading sessions. The UK FTSE 100 was also down 0.75% and now has been down for over 1% over the last couple of days. So some amount of negativity spreading to the UK as well. And the French CAC 40 was down by 85 basis points in trade today. So, or rather yesterday. So that's how the European markets look. Moving to Asia. Asian stocks started lower, especially today morning. However, the Nikkei continued its upward trajectory yesterday. Remember, the Nikkei is on a streak. It was up 5.5% last week and has continued that into this week. So the Nikkei was up around 0.9%, 0.9% in trade yesterday. But however, today morning in early trade, the Nikkei was down 1/3%. The Hang Seng 2 was down around 0.1% in trade yesterday. The Shanghai was absolutely flat, was down only 4 basis points, and the ASX 200 was down around 1/4% in trade yesterday and continues to be down 3/4% in early trade today. The Kospi was down 3/4% in trade yesterday and is down around 1/3% in trade today. So the negativity is spreading across Asia as well. The SGX Nifty futures closed Wednesday absolutely flat, was up only 2 basis points and has started lower today. Today it is down around 0.1% in early trade. Moving to commodities. The London Metal Index closed absolutely flat with a positive bias, was up around a basis point in trade yesterday and has had a mixed week after gaining on Monday. So those gains on Monday were reversed on Tuesday, and Wednesday saw it pretty much absolutely flat. Oil climbed on slow US supply due to Hurricane Ida. So oil is up to above $69 a barrel, with Brent crude up to $72.50 a barrel. Gold dipped to a 2-week low and is down to around $70-90 an ounce in early trade today. And the copper as well as the DC iron ore both were down. Copper down over 1% in trade today, in early trade today, and iron ore down over 2.5% in early trade today. So that's the roundup of commodities. Moving to currency, bonds and crypto. So the dollar index gained for a third day in a row this week, was up around 0.1%. The treasury yields continued to fall on Wednesday, and the 10-year yield was at around 1.338% in terms of the yield. The Bitcoin continues to slid around 10% yesterday and is down around 1.5% today. So is at roughly the $46,000 mark.